To the City Council, the City Attorney, the City Clerk, and all of our citizens, I offer you the following remarks in our 2018 State of the City. My friends, as Eleanor Roosevelt once said, believe in yourself. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you stop to look fear in the face. You must do that which you think you cannot do. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. It takes strength and courage to follow your dreams, to do what you think you cannot do. In this city, we dream big, and we need to continue to stay focused and know that what we're doing now will lay the groundwork for future generations to build upon. We must continue to forge ahead and make sure that we don't move to the safe zone. We must remain consistent and steady, taking just the right bold risks to set things in motion for the future. It is not a question of whether, but when and at what pace. We invite change to achieve a sustainable outcome. The year of 2017 was one of those years that was shaped by many bold decisions and by very fortunate circumstances. I'd like to spend some time with you tonight reflecting on this past year and laying the foundation for what is to come. As I begin this State of the City, I want to thank certain individuals and teams who have helped us continue to forge ahead and lead this very successful city. I want to thank our City Clerk, Sandra Smith, for her and her staff's excellent work to make city government transparent and accessible to the people and to keep us organized as we govern together. Thank you, Sandra. I also want to thank City Attorney Kit Williams for his and his staff's excellence in providing sound legal guidance and his work on behalf of the citizens of Fayetteville. Thank you, Kit. I would also like to thank Judge Bill Story and his court staff for their excellent work on ensuring a superior district court and providing justice for our community. And I want to thank you, the City Council, for your hard work over the past year, for serving your constituents and the city as a whole with your financial stewardship and strategic leadership. And I also couldn't end my thank yous without taking a moment to thank all of our dedicated city staff and all of our citizens for your hard work and support over the past year. We are truly fortunate to have the best, most talented, and hardest working city staff of any city, always seeking continuous improvement. Our citizens are extremely active and bold in their thinking, and our City Council supports those citizens' initiatives with a passionate, sincere, and dedicated commitment to public service. For without you, our city would not achieve the excellence we have attained, and we will continue to strive for excellence in the upcoming year of 2018. I want to thank our Convention and Visitors Bureau team, Experience Fayetteville, all of the great work they do promoting our city. I want to thank our economic development partners, the Fayetteville Chamber of Commerce and Startup Junkie Consulting. I want to thank our partnerships with the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville Public Schools, the Fayetteville Public Library, our regional medical facilities, and the hundreds of community support organizations and volunteers. The work we do together proves that our partnership-based government is thriving. Together, our choices can have a positive impact on the lives of our residents with the decisions we make every day for all of our people to protect their interests and provide for their needs. As your mayor, I'm always thinking about how to make life better for everyone. I'm always exploring and expanding what is possible within this administration. In addition, I'm working hard to create a welcoming, equitable community for all of our citizens. Last year, I talked about the soul of our community and how we can continue to progress with the principles that have defined our culture And despite uncertainties that might arise, I promise to maintain what we can to the best of my ability and overcome these obstacles. This administration always strives to manage the interconnections of this community to ensure prosperity, fairness, and resilience. Now let us take a few moments to celebrate some of the successes of the past year. And I want to commend the council again, the staff and the citizens, because the awards that we have received this year has been done by the hard work that you all do and the city staff does, and a very active citizenship. So I want to thank everybody for everything that you've done, and I want you to listen to some of the awards that you all have accomplished in this last year. The following list of awards and recognitions describes our city well. In 2017, we were named one of the 5th best places to live by U.S. News and World Report. 7th best city to launch a career by Realtor.com, and the 8th top cities for career opportunities from SmartAsset.com. Last week, Talk Business presented Fayetteville with 4 Trendsetter Cities Awards in the categories of workforce development, infrastructure, environment, and wellness. The Fayetteville Public Library was again chosen as Best Public Library by both Cityscapes Magazine and the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette's Best of 2017 Readers Polls. With CH2, we maintained our position as the top water resources utility of the future today for the 2nd year in a row. We were honored by Preserve Arkansas for the rehabilitation of our historic Maple and Lafayette Street bridges. We were presented the 2017 Special Contribution to Planning Award by the Arkansas chapter of the American Planning Association for a tactical urbanism application process. We were awarded our 2nd Glass Recycling Program of the Year from Ripple Glass. Our city recycles more than 20 tons of glass each week. Our walkability initiatives earned us a bronze level walk-friendly community designation, the first one in the state of Arkansas. In addition, our commitment to improving conditions for bicycling advanced us to the silver level designation of bike-friendly city, one of only 73 across the nation and the first one in the state of Arkansas. The Arkansas Parks and Recreation Association presented 5 awards to our Parks and Recreation Department for volunteerism, trail work, and recreational events. The Arbor Day Foundation again recognized us as a Tree City USA community for the 22nd consecutive year. The American Heart Association also named the city as a fit-friendly employer. We received the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award and Certificate of Achievement from the Governmental Finance Officers Association. Our Media Services Division received 2 Telly Awards and expanded public access television services to include Washington and Benton counties. Earlier I spoke about dreaming big, staying focused, and laying the groundwork for future generations. In 2017, we worked hard on numerous master plans to ensure our community is thoughtful about the future. We implemented the first year of our 5-year Economic Vitality Plan, Fayetteville First, and welcomed the city's first Economic Vitality Director. We adopted a new solid waste reduction, diversion, and recycling master plan with a goal of achieving 40% waste diversion by 2027. We adopted an Energy Action Plan, the first in the state of Arkansas. The plan also makes Fayetteville the 54th U.S. city to adopt a 100% clean energy goal. We also purchased 100 shares of solar energy panels. We conducted a parking management study and the Fayetteville Mobility Plan to determine what strategies and investments are needed to improve transit in our community. We completed our Welcoming Fayetteville Plan for integrating new Americans into our community Look for this plan to come before the City Council in the first quarter of 2018. We completed our work plan for drainage design and construction in 2018. Our city is growing and changing as more people choose to move here. This year, we will revisit City Plan 2030, our roadmap to the future, to make sure we preserve what makes Fayetteville special while we prepare for an even greater future. Our continued work on North College Avenue connects us to our neighbors to the north and serves as a front door to downtown Fayetteville. In 2018, we will be working with adjacent property owners and surrounding neighborhoods to develop a corridor plan to guide public investments and private redevelopment to transform College into a livable and attractive new main street. We will build the next 10-year strategic plan for parks and recreation. We will embark on a digital inclusion plan to ensure that all have access to and use of information and communication technologies to create equality and improve education and access to jobs. In early 2017, the city's elected official and administration team came together for strategic planning sessions. Through this process, a framework for the future was developed and implementation strategies are currently being built. The City Council and I identified guiding principles for future policy, projects, planning, decisions, actions, and operations. The Fayetteville Vision 2050 plan guiding principles are these. Number one, a diverse and growing local economy. Number two, a naturally beautiful, fun, and safe city to live in. 3, well-maintained infrastructure and facilities. 4, greater ease of mobility with effective transportation systems. Ecosystem protection. And that's 5. And number 6, financially sustainable government providing top-notch citizen services. Let's look at each one of these in more detail. Number 1, the robust economic development plan and strategic focus areas safeguard our first guiding principle for a diverse and growing local economy. The vision is to collaborate, innovate, and create. Fayetteville First, our economic development plan, is in full swing. Through the creation of the Department of Economic Vitality, we have launched our economic development website and now have staff whose sole purpose is the growth and development of our local economy. The largest entrepreneurial event ever in our state, the Arkansas Startup Crawl, was held in downtown Fayetteville with an estimated 1,100 in attendance. This past fall, our pharma broke ground on a $31 million manufacturing facilities in a commerce park. Our pharma will produce generic medications, which will increase supply and lower costs. And contingent on a license from the state's Medical Marijuana Commission, Arcana LLC will purchase municipal property and will build a medical manufacturing facility this year in the Commerce Park. Pinnacle Foods is expanding their existing campus by adding a $30 million cold storage facility. Pinnacle creates products that are found in 85% of American households. The largest film project in Arkansas history, HBO's True Detective series, will soon begin production in Fayetteville with an estimated statewide economic impact of $100 million. 350 new businesses opened in 2017, and these new businesses created 1,175 new jobs in Fayetteville. Economic development touches so many different aspects of our community, and none is more important to the long-term economic health of our community than workforce development. My friends, We will take a huge step in 2018 when we launch Fayetteville's Workforce Development Plan. We will ensure our targeted industry sectors have the pipeline of talent they need to thrive. We will work with a range of partners to build bridges out of poverty for our citizens. We will explore the expansion of skilled trades and apprenticeship programs in our city. A focus on business retention and attraction, desirable new retail shops, entrepreneurship and innovation, education and workforce, arts and culture, quality of life, affordable housing, and sustainability are anchors to this goal, all delivered through a strong marketing and communications plan. We will show data-driven performance metrics to track business and job growth, wages, growth in sales tax generating businesses, and inquiries from prospective employers. Also in support of workforce development, our city's welcoming plan will foster a more vibrant and diverse community, recognizing the value of the value that new Americans bring to our economy. Research shows that entrepreneurs come to this country to start high potential companies. Foreign-born entrepreneurs are significant contributors to economic prosperity. Last month, the Center for American Entrepreneurship published a study on the founders of America's Fortune 500 companies. The results were striking. 43% of companies on the 2017 Fortune 500 list were founded or co-founded by an immigrant or the child of an immigrant. This, my friends, is just one of the reasons I will be bringing the recently completed welcoming plan to the City Council in the first quarter of 2018. We will pursue our goal of creating a diverse, vibrant local economy to provide jobs for our growing population. In 2017, we made several changes to our Unified Development Code to help our development community. And this year, we will continue to make it easier to get to yes without sacrificing our high quality of development standards. The application of lean government principles and implementation of new permit tracking software will significantly streamline and improve our development review processes. We will engage all levels of our team to get this done and to instill a culture of continuous improvement. In short, we will match our smart growth principles to our desires for a continually adaptive residential and business climate to truly make Fayetteville first as the place to live, work, play, and learn. Moving on to the second guiding principle is to ensure a naturally beautiful, fun, and safe city to live in. We pledge to protect the city's natural beauty and heritage, promote appropriate infill and revitalization, support a livable transportation network, and preserve an enduring green network. We will also remember our heritage. Our Fayetteville Historic Preservation Commission will look at creating a new process for considering designation of local historic preservation districts or landmarks. We will introduce an updated tree preservation and landscape ordinance, in addition to the park land dedication ordinance. A collaborative effort in support of tourism with our Convention and Visitors Bureau. We will ramp up communication about events and recreational opportunities. We will continue our partnership with Experience Fayetteville for Lights of the Ozarks and continue to provide support for events such as First Thursday, Block Street, Block Party, and the University of Arkansas's educational and sporting events. We will continue to nurture our park system and recreational programs to make certain that there is something for every age group and activity level. The city will continue its investment of budgetary support for the Senior Center, a Von Richardson Community Center, the Boys and Girls Club for our youth and age-friendly programs. Another very important annual investment the city makes is in operational and capital funding for the Fayetteville Public Library, which is one of our greatest community resources. We are beginning to see the fruits of our labor with significant cultural arts improvements that will benefit many generations to come. In 2017, we completed the Walton Arts Center's $23 million expansion. We broke ground on a new $31.5 million theater squared facility, and we completed public input sessions for the public library's campus expansion. The University of Arkansas received a $120 million donation from the Walton Family Foundation to expand the School of Art, and another $40 million donation to create the Wingate Art and Design District in the heart of South Fayetteville. A $1.77 million Design Excellence Grant from the Walton Family Foundation will be used in 2018 to help our community envision a 50-acre cultural arts corridor with green areas and engaging public spaces lining the Razorback Greenway and woven into our downtown neighborhoods. Once funded, the corridor will link arts, entertainment, culture, educational, recreational, and civic destinations, creating a destination for our community and its visitors. The Cultural Arts Corridor is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that will have multi-generational impacts. Our Community Resources Division, through the federally funded Community Development Block Grant Program, continues to provide services for veterans' homelessness, housing rehabilitation for low-income citizens, and transportation assistance for seniors and disadvantaged youth. We have phenomenal volunteers and staff who operate the Fayetteville Animal Services. In 2017, we reunited 725 pets with their owners, and we found new homes for 1,140 animals. Funding for improvements in the entertainment and downtown business districts is focused on creating pedestrian-friendly lighting and sidewalks to help our citizens feel safe as they enjoy our downtown. In addition, due to our increased staffing from 2017, our police and fire departments are keeping up with the growth and service calls that a growing community requires, with over 1,000 more emergency response calls in 2017 than 2016. The third guiding principle is to keep in step with maintaining our infrastructure and facilities while also planning for the future. While each individual may use only a few roads or a specific trail or park, our growing number of citizens and hundreds of thousands of visitors and tourists use our entire infrastructure year-round. It is vital that we continue to invest in maintenance and developing infrastructure as we grow. Our digital infrastructure, as well as our city assets, such as buildings, roads, sidewalks, trails, parks, and utilities, including recycling and trash collection and water and sewer services, are all components of our focus. In 2017, we completed and will continue to work on some significant infrastructure projects related to vehicle and active transportation. North College Avenue received extensive work with new wide sidewalks, pedestrian crossings, stormwater drains, decorative lights, street trees, and a mural. A section of Old Wire Road was rebuilt with significant stormwater improvements and sidewalks. We will continue this work in 2018 with more sidewalks and protected bike lanes. We completed 2 of 3 road segments connecting neighborhoods, providing paved trails for pedestrians and cyclists. The thoroughfare adds considerable relief as an alternative to I-49. Once we finalize the leg of Rupel to Howard Nickel Road, the mayor's box will be complete with a continuous arterial loop around the whole city. Additionally, the Arkansas Department of Transportation will continue work on I-49 projects and begin design of Highway 112 improvements. We continue to grow our sidewalk and trail connectivity to help create a livable, multimodal transportation system. We completed the sidewalk plans in 2017 on time and on budget. Paved trail improvements include completion of Clabber Creek Boardwalk and Trail Extension. A mural was completed on the Chalagi Trail recognizing the Cherokee people. We added 3.4 miles of energy-efficient LED lighting on Mud Creek Trail and portions of Razorback Greenway. This year, we will build the Neocoska Creek Trail from Mud Creek Trail to Gully Park. This will make a complete east-west trail connection from Gully Park to the Greenway. And early this year, we will complete the 3-mile-long Cato Springs Trail, traveling under I-49 and over the Fulbright Expressway. It will truly connect the region by paved trail from the Kessler Mountain Regional Park to the Razorback Greenway. Our water and sewer operations projects include phosphorus standards management, Lake Sequoia sediment removal, and a water and sewer rate operations study. The Recycling and Trash Collection Division will continue to implement the Waste Reduction, Diversion, and Recycling Master Plans action steps with a larger organics recovery and composting program. We will release an RFP for construction debris recycling and recovery program. We will also expand recycling service to multifamily complexes with 24 units or less. We will educate and engage citizens and schools about our Waste Not, Use Less campaign. This year we will conduct a rate study so we can determine the true cost of all recycling and trash collection division services to determine appropriate rates. In 2017, we celebrated 50 years of play with our Parks and Recreation Division, kicking off the event at the wonderfully renovated playground at Wilson Park, our oldest and most popular park. We also completed the Kessler Mountain Trails Master Plan and have created world-class trails for mountain bikers and hikers. We also added nighttime lights and fun amenities for dog lovers and dogs at the Imes Dog Park. The Walker Park Splash Pad will open this summer. As the weather warms up, we will start construction on new bathrooms at Walker Park. Our hardworking parks crew and contractors will replace lights on Wilson Park's tennis courts and improve the basketball courts. We will repair a slope at the Kessler Mountain Regional Park with financial assistance from FEMA. We will also make a number of safety and ADA improvements in our parks. Digital infrastructure is also another city asset that requires growth and ongoing maintenance. Citizen responsive services are essential as we strive to make informed decisions and increase effectiveness and reduce costs. We will continue to explore data transparent strategies for informing decisions, enhancing the citizens' experience with governmental services, and increasing community engagement through a new platform. Some of the accomplishments of 2017 were mobile-friendly redesign of the website, use of analytics and social media advertising, a complete conversion of our enterprise business system, on time and under budget. We enhanced network connectivity between city buildings and will soon roll out a map of free public Wi-Fi in major parks and the entertainment district. The City Council passed a small cell facilities ordinance that will bring a streamlined permitting process for small cell siting and enhanced Wi-Fi infrastructure. We increased our focus on cybersecurity for digital infrastructure. We will fully we fully implemented a proximity-based dispatch system for fire and emergency response using GIS technology. Now, I've just launched the city's Digital Inclusion Planning Task Force. In partnership with the university, the Fayetteville Public Schools, the Fayetteville Public Library, to focus on promoting universal access, technology innovation, competition and implementation of affordable and accessible broadband for all of our citizens. The Digital Inclusion Task Force will make recommendations for public policy priorities for furthering digital equity in Fayetteville for consumers, citizens, students, job seekers, and entrepreneurs. The task force will also recommend strategies to increase paths to digital literacy and digital citizenship, improve access to online learning and employment opportunities, and close the homework gap. The fourth principle of a greater ease of mobility is next. With effective transportation systems, I have the following. The Fayetteville Mobility Plan is the city's newest transportation master plan. It is complete and recommendations will be presented during 2018. Our existing conditions and future planned use strategies shape the plan, along with considerable public input. Among its recommendations will be a connectivity gap analysis, review and prioritization of transportation projects to include continued expansion of the city's trails and sidewalk network, coordination of a traffic signal system for improved mobility, intersection improvements to increase capacity and movement of vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists, long-term funding and route redesigns for a more robust transit system within the city. The fifth principle is ecosystem preservation that focuses on climate action planning, the maintenance and preservation of our ecosystem and natural resources, pollution reduction, and the protection of the environment. In June of 2017, when the federal government announced the U.S. withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement, the city of Fayetteville was one of the first 10 cities in the United States to announce that we would adopt, we would honor, and uphold the goals of the Paris Climate Agreement. Fayetteville is committed to working with leaders of other cities, states, universities, and businesses to combat climate change. The City Council adopted a comprehensive energy action plan. As we've said before, Fayetteville was the first city in Arkansas with a plan and is the 54th city in the United States to adopt 100% clean energy goals. The plan establishes a city goal of 80% greenhouse gas emission reduction by 2050. With this plan, we will create a legacy of stewardship for future generations of Fayetteville residents. And finally, the last principle is providing top-notch citizen services. Quality of city operations is a critical element of our success. City Council highlighted organizational effectiveness as a key component to maintain and improve city operations. Our lean government review strategy of all operational functions is a continuous process for achieving effectiveness and improving customer service. Communication between department heads to address cross-divisional projects, streamlining processes, reducing barriers to service and red tape, and eliminating silo operations will continue to be goal for organizational effectiveness at the city. Friends, council members, and citizens, I want to assure you that the state of our city is strong and financially sound. I also want to assure you of something else as I conclude tonight. We have a well thought out strategy. We have a plan to keep our city strong and sound. Due to sustained sales tax growth and good money management, we're expecting to pay down the $120 million sales tax bond passed in 2006 earlier than expected. This allows us to pay off the debt sometime in 2019, approximately 5 years sooner than anticipated, and saves us from additional interest costs. Because of our financial stewardship in this city, our ability to invest in the future has truly been secured. This gives us now the opportunity to invest in a new package of capital projects for our future growth at the same tax rate currently in place. With your help, we will shape our future together with purpose and intent. This bond package will be entirely for new items because of our focus on our current budgeting process will be for maintenance of current assets as well as those we will continue to build. I look forward to working with the City Council and our citizens to galvanize support from everyone for the next phase of your tax dollars at work for the next round of the city's growth planning. Some of the items we have heard citizens are interested in discussing include investments in public safety to match our growth, investments in our park system and the cultural arts corridor, investments in our trails, sidewalks, road projects, and transit systems. And last but not least, reducing flood effects by investing in our drainage system. My administration wants to serve, my friends, as a bridge between our younger generations who bring new and great ideas about urban competitiveness and our traditionalists who hold very high standards of what this city is and all it can be. And in closing tonight, I offer this quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who reminded us it really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated. We are all caught up in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied to a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one destiny affects all indirectly. So you see, my friends, our destinies are sewn together in a beautiful tapestry of who we are. And together, we will shape our own destiny for this city and its people. Thank you all.